Well folks, complete change of scene now as we have delved back into Jags past again, and we're going to talk about my footballing career, which more or less took place here at Dundee Disc. I think they call it a disc. It's maybe got a different name now, but those were the changing rooms up there, and we used to play on the AstroTurf right here. Now I play for a team called the Zeds, and it was just 11 chums basically. We used to play five-a-side football every Saturday night between 6 and 8, and then go for a few pints in the Balmoral. Wonderful times, man. So we got an 11-side team here, and we used to play against another couple of teams. There was the Cowboys, the Optimists. We played the Lochie Boys Club. We got beat 3-2, and I got sent off in that game right at the very end. I went in for a tackle with a boy. I was in goal, and I slid out and got the ball, but he went mental, and he came flying in at me, and I made him, I grabbed him, and I whisked him about and booted him, and he was trying to boot me, and they had to separate us, and so the little referee came over and red carded us, but that was right towards the end of the game. So there it is, folks. That's the AstroTurf we used to play on. The Zeds, a fantastic team. We were really good, actually. They still play, folks. My mate Alan Brennan, he still plays for he's the county guard up at Maniki Park, so still bump into him every now and again. So there we go. Oh, there's a couple of kids coming with a football. So there it is. Not a bad building, actually. I think it's been done up a few times, but here we go. Oh dear, it's all locked up here, look. So a few fantastic moments that we had down there. There's one particular moment I remember. It's on video somewhere, God knows who's got it, but this, we were playing against, I can't remember who it was now, but they had this great move, and the guy volleyed it from the edge of the box, and it was a shore-bound thing. It was going in the back of the net, but no, on the video you see this grey flash going across the box and diving and tipping it over the bar, and that was me, man. The grey flash right across the box, and everybody went, oh yes, in the net. Oh, what a save, what a save. It's on video, brilliant save. And then about 10 minutes later, one of the guys got through. He was on his own, and he came in and he tried to put it past me, but I came out and did like the Schmeichel thing, you know, that thing, and I tipped it over the bar, and you hear the guy in the video going, who is that keeper? Who is he? He's brilliant. And I had another couple of good saves as well. But folks, I also had a couple of duffs. Oh dear. Yeah, so a couple of duffs now. I remember way at the other end, there was a corner, the ball came in, and it bounced, and I caught it, had it in my arms, and everybody started running away at the park, and for some reason the ball slipped out of my arms here, slipped and trickled into the goal at the near post. I was like, oh my God, and everybody turned around, but you know, they were looking for the ball to be booted up the park, and it was in the back of the net, and it was like, Jack, what have you done? I was like, oh, for God's sake, dropped in the back of the net, boys, I'm ever so sorry. So that was a complete disaster, man, honestly. There weren't that many, actually, when I think about it. I think I was basically a pretty good goalkeeper. And then I came out in the second half and played as a sort of like a midfield striker almost. And I scored 3 goals in my time, 2 in the same match. Pretty easy goals, I must admit. One, I went across the box and I just whisked it in with my left foot. My right foot, in fact, sorry. And the next one I was through, I beat a tackle. I remember the boy fucking slid right in, really harsh, but I got past him. And then the keeper came out and just booted it right past him and smashed into the back of the net. But the first goal I ever scored was from a corner. It came in, and the ball bounced, I remember that. And I ducked down to header it, and I kind of skiffed it off my head, and it went into the net, and that's my first goal for the Zeds. I also saved a penalty down this end right here, folks, right at this place here. I saved a penalty, and I still see the guy every now and again who took it, and I always smile and laugh when I've seen it, because he just punted it, and the penalty, he took it straight down the middle. He booted it really hard down the middle, and I just kind of put my hand up and caught it, basically. So that was a penalty save. There we go. Now I also, as I said, I was pretty good at coming out and collecting the ball when somebody had gone through. I was really good at going down and getting the ball from the attacker's feet, and I must admit I did take out a few people as well. But you know, you had to. That's the way it was, man, back then. And yeah, it was great times, man. Absolutely wonderful times with the boys. I remember that the main defender was a guy called Tam, and he was quite old, but he was really, really good. He organised our defence, and him and myself, we kept shouting at the defence, and I think we won more than we lost. We didn't lose that many. When I think about it, we were actually really, really good. But yeah, fantastic times, man. The best time we had, the best result, was against the St Johnstone Supporters Club, and that was actually in just beside McDermott Park, and they were supposed to be really good, and I was like, God, the St Johnstones were going to get hammered here. But to our amazement, folks, we won 9-1. We slaughtered them. They were useless. We absolutely hammered them. 9-1, man. What a result for the boys. That was a massive celebration there. That was a right result. That was fantastic times. Two guys behind me, they just shouted, "Hello, Jag." And so whoever you are, you two guys, hello, and thank you very much. Hello. Thank you. Now, there's a couple of times I've played here as well, folks, for different teams. We had the Mecca Bingo team. We had a tournament, and we played it right in this AstroTurf here. And I scored, yes, once again I scored. It was, I think I scored something like 7-5. It was a very close game, but we did win. The Mecca team won, our team. And the ball came across, it was just over there. Ball came across, again, another side foot right into the corner. I was like a dead eye. I was always really good at putting the ball, you know, boom, into the corner with a side foot. I was never one for whacking a ball really hard. I was more sort of a skillful one-touch player. I wasn't really a dribbler. If the ball came to me, I'd maybe take one touch and see somebody moving. I was very good at floating the ball into people and passing the ball. That was my sort of role. I never was, as I said, a very good runner with the ball. Mine was mostly one-touch football. I was way ahead of my time when I think about it, because that's a Barcelona play now, isn't it? The tic-tac stuff, or Spain play that way, but that's the way I used to play way back in the 80s, early 90s, so Jag was well ahead of his time. Okay, one last football story, folks. Once again, it was the bingo. We had a 5-a-side team, and we played at Ibrox on the training pitches outside Ibrox, and we were the hot favourites because we won it the year before. So it was like all the Mecca clubs came up to Ibrox to play. I scored 2 goals in that game, but I remember the assistant manager made a right disaster. Passed the ball across the D when I was in the goal, and it went straight to another player from the opposing side, and he smacked it in the back of the net. I got a hand to it, but it went in, and I remember going mental at the guy because he made a complete stupid pass. And even though he was the assistant manager, didn't care. It was just like, stupid up, you know, beep, beep, beep. And we got beaten. We got put out in the first round. Absolute disaster. So, footballing stories, folks. Thanks for listening. Oh, what's happened here? Look, what's going on? Oh, it's a disaster, man. My microphone's caught in the car. What? Oh, no. Hope it's okay. I haven't chopped it off or anything. Right. Footballing stories. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you sooner than you think.